Hello everybody, welcome to a new YouTube video. Today we'll be doing a maintenance project. It's gonna be crazier, bigger and more epic. Let's go. So now we are at the office tank, and this is a huge massive 3 feet deep display tank that we have over here. So just a fun fact about this tank, where we're actually called in to actually revitalize this tank. So this tank has a lot of issues before. For example, corals are always dying, fishes are always dying, and I'm not so sure what's the reason why, but we done a revitalization of everything, including changing its equipment, rescaping and correcting its water parameters. So right now we are just doing our weekly maintenance, and let me show you what is it like in our corporate maintenance style. Let's get started. So at the top here, we currently changed the lighting that it was using to 2x88. So these are very powerful lights that can even shine into 3 feet deep tanks. And it's not even 100% settings yet. It's completely Wi-Fi controlled, so you don't even have to maintain or do anything much about it. Then of course we have our auto feeder over here, because I understand corporate customers, they're not very sure how to feed the fishes and everything. So do not worry, everything is automated so that your staff don't really need to do anything to the tank. Walking through, we have one wave maker over here. This is our MCP 150. Generates a very powerful current for this huge 1200 liters tank. And of course a small additional supplementary wave maker right over here, which is our MLW30 wave maker. So it provides some supplementary flow to some dead areas around the tank. And of course below we have our chiller itself, so HK1000A, and also cooling fan inside. And we also have skimmer over here. We are currently using Skims SN123, and we have a few return pumps downside to provide wave to the main display tank. And also of course we have one of most essential components is our FM100 fluidized reactor. It contains phosphate media to actively remove phosphates in the tank. For the dosing system, we are currently dosing Aquaforest component 3-in-1s. Okay, so just some fun facts about this tank. We are still trying to solve one major issue inside this tank by adding Bergia nudibranch in the tank. So they are slowly actually eating the Aptasia population. As you can find in the tank, there are lots and tons of Aptasia. So we decided it's not really feasible to use a manual removal, just purely based on its great depth of the tank. So we are using a more natural way by introducing natural predators into the tank itself. We believe in really being very transparent with our maintenance procedure, so that everybody can get a clearer grasp of what we're doing during our maintenance processes. So as you can see, we'll talk about our corals that we have in the tank as well. So we have some beautiful torches, about 30 heads colony. Generally quite a number of soft corals inside. You can see some sea fans, some sponges, some Australian ladders as well. So this actually very simple, easy to keep corals that actually beautify the tank a lot. Of course we have some LPSs, very beautiful LPS here, a pair of ivory bubble coral and a yellow bubble coral, and of course some mushroom colonies around here. We are slowly trying to add in corals as the tank gets more and more stable. So over here we also have some beautiful Alvopora colonies that are actively blooming, and of course a chalice colony that the owner really loves a lot. And of course we got our own Goniopora colony. This is my personal favorite because of the contrast in the colors. So we have some yellow Goniopora over here, red Goniopora and a lime green Goniopora. And of course the huge acorn colonies that I bring in that will instantly fill up the tank really fast. And of course some soft corals here and there just to make it look more natural. And for the fishes, we have relatively large fishes. They are super fat, as you can see them currently. These are just some of the new fishes that I added recently. For example, the clown tank over here, which is notoriously difficult to keep. But we have some orange shoulder, purple tank, blue tank, and of course some russes lying around here. And yeah, that's basically about it for this tank. My personal observation shows that it's growing actively well. Water parameters are definitely getting better. And yeah, without further ado, let's see what we do during maintenance. So I've tested for the parameters. Now we are just waiting for the 3 minutes timer on the nitrate. So the parameters are the following: KH 9.9, calcium 480, magnesium 1290, phosphate 0.25, and nitrate we are still pending. As for the phosphate levels, it's going reasonably high, which is 0.25, but still the corals are still very happy. Through this regular testing, we're able to find out any problems with the tank before the problems actually even arise. So phosphate is one of the major components of the elements itself. And so with that, we have gotten our nitrate reading is going at 25. It's slightly on the higher side, but as long as the corals are alright with it, a bit higher nitrate is usually alright. So right now we actually bought a coral that the owner wants us to add into the tank. This is a very huge size Australian Frammer. So we'll be adding into the hammer colony that it currently has. So this will definitely be a very good addition, opens up really huge and provides a bright, vibrant color in the tank as well. So without further ado, watch me add it in. Okay, so not to worry, all of our corals are actually deep before we actually brought it here itself, so that we reduce the waste and time that we spend during maintenance to allow for quicker maintenance. And we dip our corals before we bring them here to actually reduce the time that we spend on the maintenance itself and reduce the disturbance that we cause to your workplace. Okay, so now we are done with our maintenance procedure, and like what I mentioned earlier, phosphate is definitely a very big killer in marine aquariums. So if you haven't tested your phosphate, please do test it. This is a very important, crucial portion why many people fill their reef tanks and they do not know the reason why, because they might not have tested their phosphate level. So as such, we tested the phosphate 0.25, it's quite high, and therefore we are now going to turn on our fluidized reactor. During the function of the fluidized reactor, that the tank will actually turn slightly cloudy because of all the granules, the GFO inside the reactor itself. So it will just be slightly murky for about 2 to 3 hours, but it will all settle down. It's not harmful to your corals or fishes at all. It's just slightly murky, and your phosphate level should drop really quickly. I expect it to drop to 0.1 or even 0.03 in a span of 3-4 days. So without further ado, let's see. So as you can see here, this is a fluidized reactor. Water comes out of this pipe right here into this sock itself. So it's actually very important to add this sock itself, just some small component that will bring about very large effect in your aquarium. This sock actually helps to filter out all the granules and prevent it from dirtying your sump. So if you actually keep clams, they actually will get choked if any of these granules get into your display tank. So yeah. Okay, so that's we finished our corporate maintenance, and that's all. Now we are actually going to the owner's house, so follow me. Let's go.